This brush right here is called a Blooms brush and is made by Princeton in partnership with Jenna Rainey, who is renowned for her floral paintings. Now I connected with Jenna. She walked me through the 3 brush strokes that this brush is really designed for and that are the foundation for her floral paintings. So let's try to paint some flowers like Jenna Rainey.
And so your first stroke that you would use is a flat stroke. Again, your brush handle is about 25 degrees away from the paper. And we're just gonna put medium pressure on it and then release pressure towards the base to give it that little point at the bottom.
All right, let me try out that first brush stroke here. I have the Memory Blue watercolor paints mixed up here. And again, what she describes, I need to remember, is this low brush angle. I've really loaded it with water, and it's a flat stroke, so I'm gonna press and lift. Now, I didn't get quite that point. I was a little bit tentative with it. That gets a little bit better, and you can really feel the spring in the brush. Now that I've practiced it, I'm gonna try that over here and see what the next brush stroke is.
I'm gonna flip it on its side, and I'm just gonna do a C curve in the opposite direction and meet that point.
Now the second brush stroke she describes is that C-shaped brush stroke that connects to that point. I gotta load up the brush, and she talks about using the corner here and the natural kind of curve of this brush to then kind of connect. And you can really feel that nice push there. I'm gonna come back in and darken this a little bit more too while I'm at it. Now, not quite as precise as what she's got, but I'm really excited by these results so far. So let's see what that third brush stroke is.
And then the final brush stroke that you can do with this brush, we're gonna do a vertical stroke. So my brush handle is pointed straight up and down. And I'm literally just going to place it down for a little, just using the top edge of the brush.
So the final stroke she describes, I need to hold the brush vertically, and it uses that kind of sharp edge of the brush right in here. You can see how fine of a point that gets. And we can start to add these little accents. So I'm gonna keep building out the flower using a variety of these flat brush marks and these kind of side marks here, all pointing into the center. And that's a lot of fun. You can really feel, like, especially with confidence in a loaded brush, that it builds it up nicely. And now we'll move on to the stem part.
So I'm gonna just eyeball it and flick like I'm flicking a light switch on and off. So that pressure is super light. And just kind of flick my hand, my fingers up and down.
All right, now to finish out the flower, it's really utilizing the same brush strokes, but now with this green. So with that overhand brush mark, I'm gonna use this sharp edge and hold the brush vertically and try to create this nice thin line. We do something like that, and you'll get another one in there. And then using the natural spring of the brush, using the side mark, I'm just gonna kind of drop some of these marks down. This is really a great brush for painting florals. So you can learn more about it and pick one up at dickblick.com, where you can also pick up a set of the Memory Blue paints. So what do you think? What brushes do you use to paint florals?